Sorry for the late review. The past week was really one of those weeks where I just kind of died down from the movies a little bit and just kind of got a lot of rest. But I did see the movie last week. I just kind of postponed the review. But I did see this movie like a week ago. So it's time to review Jonah Hill's directorial debut. Mid90s. This movie stars a brand new young actor who I have no clue what his name is. I didn't even bother to look up his name because, you know, me being me, not looking at people's names, remembering them. I know his name is Sunburn in the movie. That's the nickname he gets. And so it's the movie's set in the mid-90s, as the title says, and the movie's filmed in a frame where it's just one singular thing. It's not a full screen. It's like film. I forget the name. This is a terrible way to start the review, but I'm just gonna go with it because, again, I really enjoyed this movie. So the basic storyline, it's set in the 90s. This kid is trying to fit into this new group of kids, or this teenagers. He's a really young kid. He's like 11 or 12 or something like that. And everyone else is like 15, 16. They're a lot older. They're skaters. And so he tries to learn how to skateboard, and he joins the group, and he learns really bad influences from them and gets stuck into some things, and then it leads to different outcomes, which then the movie shows. And also has Lucas Hedges as his brother, older brother, who beats the living shit out of him in this movie. Like, I mean, literally beats the crap out of him. And so, like I said, the most anticipated thing about this whole movie is the style of how it looked. I mean, it looked old. It looked like an old movie. It did not look like a 2018 movie at all. The setting, the production design, all of it was really in the 90s, and that was a huge credit. The music, the camera work, everything about it was the 90s. And I love that. I love that so much because Jonah Hill wrote a great script. The dialogue was just, it felt real. The characters felt real. The acting all around was great, especially from the main kid. Sunburn, he is going to have a future in movies. He was great. I loved him. He was so good. Everything he did, he just felt like a normal kid, or he felt like me a little bit in some situations, especially with a sex scene. I thought that was very much like me. Like, I mean, I'm still a virgin, but like, that's just something like I would be nervous to do, whatever. But either way, like, yeah, like, I just thought I liked the kid a lot. I could really relate to him a lot in those ways. The guy, I forget his name, but it's the older African American guy in the movie. The older guy. He's like the really good skater. He was fantastic. I don't know what his name is. I have no idea, but he was great. And the guy who plays the friend, the guy with the long blonde curly hair, he was great as well. And I found out that they were actually skaters that Jonah Hill just went out in the streets like, hey, you want to be in a movie? There's literally a video of him saying, hey, you want to be in a movie? So I thought that was cool. But for picking people up in the street, I mean, they were pretty good. I mean, yes, this role is fit for them and it matches their personality, and it's better to see that in reality. So if he does do any more movies, we'll see if he can do anything else. But for like this movie, he was perfect in the movie. All the kids were great. I thought Lucas Hedges was really good. He's not in the movie as much as you really think he is. I thought the mom, Catherine Waterston from Alien Covenant, she was great when she's in it. I didn't know she was in it. Again, all the acting is great. The production design, the costume, like, it just felt like the mid-90s. And my gosh, the movie is actually really funny. Now, I expect it to be funny. It's Jonah Hill writing and directing. I just expected the movie to be funny. And guess what? It was actually hilarious in some scenes. I mean, it was pretty darn funny in some of the scenes. So I didn't expect that to be this funny. But overall, my biggest issue, 100%, everyone asked this, has agreed with me. My biggest issue, 100%, is just the movie ends so abruptly. Something happens, like a story is being made, then something if it was a normal movie, it'd be like, this scene was the climax, and then something would happen, and then like another 10 minutes would happen, or 15 minutes, and then the movie would resolve. Those 10-15 minutes are not in this movie. Something climatic happens, and then you kind of see a little brief, like, fix-upper scene, and then it just ends. It was the most abrupt ending I've seen in a while. It ended, like, I mean, I thought there was another whole ending. I feel like the ending is missing from this movie. But besides that, I enjoyed Mid90s a lot. I definitely recommend it, especially if you're a fan of skateboarding and all that kind of stuff. I am going to give Mid90s a really high B. I think it's a solid movie. I think you should definitely see it. If you're especially a fan of Jonah Hill, for his directorial debut, I thought it was great, and I would love to see what he does next. Anyway, guys, if you guys enjoyed this review, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.